When did I get a message?
You have one new message.
Hey, JP, you fucking freak, we're partying. Where are you at? I'll chirp you later. Here's Sam.
Hey, JP, we celebrated the game tonight. Stop it.
Give me the phone. My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina. I am not amused.
I'm back. Sorry about that. So what ended up happening was because I told you before, if you were watching me before, uh, I didn't have Twitch Studio anymore. They don't support it, so you can't use that to project to Twitch from a different computer and so on. So had to install OBS, which I've never really used. I know a lot of people use it, but I'm not familiar with it. But it's a free program, so I just put it on my game computer, attach my Twitch account to it, and therefore I can use StreamYard and then just kind of add in the feed from Twitch as we go along here. But I did want to talk about,
from Twitch as we go along here,
like what I'm going to be doing
I did want
with
to
the
talk
game.
about,
I've already leveled up to 60. Run a few
like
boss
what I'm gonna be
runs with
doing
Daryl and them. Got a few
with the game.
uniques.
I've
And
already
the good
leveled
thing
up to
about the different
60.
tiers is you can go as
Run
high
a
as
few
tier
boss
4 or
runs
tournament
with
4,
Daryl
excuse
and
me.
them. Got a few uniques,
And
the good thing about the different tiers is
it will
you can go
drop
as
more
high as tier
things, more
4
chances
or
to get
tournament 4,
mythics and
excuse
stuff
me.
now. There
And
are other ways you can get mythics, which is kind of
it
cool. You
will
can
drop
actually
more
craft
things, more
them
chances to
if you
get
have
mythics
enough
and
of
stuff
these
now.
sparks.
There are other ways you can get
As
mythics,
opposed to
which
the
is kind of
old
cool. You can
mythics
actually
I had
craft
from
them
season
if you have
5 on
enough of
back.
these sparks.
They only leveled up to 540.
As
Now all
opposed
items
to the
level up to
old
800. They
mythics I
don't go
had
any higher
from
than 800
season
now.
5 on
So
back. They only leveled
you can
up to
still get
540.
750
Now
to
all items
800
level up to
legendary
800. They
or
don't go
unique
any higher than
items.
800 now.
Mythics, of course,
So
same thing.
you can
And
still
that's
get
just fine. Like
750 to
at least
800
Torment 1, I
legendary
can
or
feel like I'm
unique items,
accomplishing
and
and
mythics,
progressing
of
in the
course, same
game.
thing.
So I'm
And
just going to
that's just
run
fine.
some
Least
more
Torment 1, I can
levelings.
feel
I'm
like I'm
not quite up
accomplishing and
to
progressing in the game.
all my Paragon
So I'm
boards yet,
just going
which
to
is
run
also changing. You can
some
go as
more
high as
levelings. I'm
300
not quite
Paragon
up
points,
to
but you not necessarily need
all my
to.
Paragon boards yet,
Most
which is
people could
also
probably be
changed. You can
fine
go as
around
high as 300 Paragon points, but
250,
you're not
which
necessarily need
for some of
to.
my Eternal characters,
Most
I'm
people could
around
probably be
200
fine
already. So
around
you can only max out
250,
5
which
Paragon boards now
for
as
some of my
opposed to
Eternal
7 or 8
characters,
the
I'm
last
around
time around.
200
So they've cut
already.
it back,
So
but you can
you can only max out
do more
5
with the 5
Paragon
that you
boards
have.
now
You
as
can use
opposed
the
to
boards a
7 or
lot
8 the
more,
last time around. So they've cut it
fulfill the
back, but
boards
you
more than
can
you would before.
do more with the 5 that you
So
have. You can use
Spiritborn
the
is
boards a lot
it's this new
more,
character introduced with
fulfill the
Vessel
boards more than
Hatred.
you would before.
Kind of an
So
Aztecian
Spiritborn is
hunter.
this new character introduced
Any
with
sex you
Vessel
want,
Hatred.
basically,
Uh,
to play,
kind of an
and then
Aztecian
you could
hunter.
use like this. I forget what they call them.
Any
The
sex you
two-handed
want,
sword, not
basically,
sword, but
to play, and
pole.
then you can use like
It's like a
this. I
halberd, but
forget what
it's
they call it, but it's
double-edged.
a two-handed
Uh,
not sword, but
and it's a very cool item.
pole.
You can also use pole
It's like a
arms with
halberd, but
this,
it's double-edged.
which is kind of cool.
And
And
it's a
then,
very
of
cool item.
course,
You can also use pole arms with this,
we've got
which is
these
kind of
opals
cool.
that don't drop for
And then, of
Eternal Realm characters,
course,
only with your seasonal. But they're kind of
got
like
these
for their
opals that
elixirs that you
don't
can
drop
use
for
for
Eternal Realm characters,
reputation,
only with your
experience, and
seasonal.
then there's like gold,
But they're kind of like for their elixirs that
reputation
you can use
bonuses,
for
as
reputation,
well as
experience, and
crafting
then there's like
materials,
gold,
equipment drops, as well as boss
reputation
summoning items and
bonuses,
whatnot. So
as well as
a lot
crafting
of cool things added
materials,
there. Of course, they
equipment
still have the
drops,
Hell
as well as
Tides, which
boss
is a big
summoning items
deal,
and whatnot.
as
So
well as
a lot of cool things added there.
the
Of
pit
course, they still
runs.
have the Hell Tides, which
Instead of
is a
the
big deal,
dungeons,
as
when you
well
complete
as
those, instead of those granting
the pit runs.
glyph
Instead
leveling,
of the
it's the pits that
dungeons,
now do it.
when
So
you complete those, instead of those
that's changed a
granting
little bit.
glyph leveling, it's the pits that now
Let's see
do
what
it.
else we
So
got going on here. So we got
that's
these
changed a
tribute to
little
Harmony.
bit.
Now this is something new with what's called the Undercity with the new
Let's see what else we
expansion.
got going on here. So we got
So you
these
can take
tribute to
these
Harmony. Now, this is
harmonies
something
and
new
you
with
have a
what's called the
timed
Undercity with the
dungeon
new
run
expansion.
where you go through and
And
you
so you
can
can take
gain
these
time as you go by
harmonies
killing
and you
certain
have a
creatures in
timed
there.
dungeon
And
run
of course, you're
where
gathering
you go through
this
and you can
essence or
gain
spirit
time as you go by
within
killing
there to
certain
fill up
creatures
your
in
bar
there.
all the way to the
And then, of
number
course, you're
4.
gathering
And then once
this
you get to the
essence or
final
spirit
boss,
within there to
you'll
fill
kill
up
them and
your
then get some
bar all the
nice
way
little
to
drops there
number
with
4.
that. So
And then
I'll
once you
run a
get to
few
the
of
final
those as well,
boss,
kind of show you what's
you'll kill
going
them and
on.
then
But
get some nice little
a lot of
drops there
different
with
things
that.
going
So
on this
I'll
season
run a few of
6.
those as well,
Still, like I say,
kind of
still
show
the
you
Hell
what's going
Tides. You can
on.
see
But
that here.
a lot of different things going on this
The
season.
world
6.
bosses still show up.
Like I
In
said,
fact, you
still
can
the
see
Hell
it right
Tides. You can
here.
see that here.
We have one that's going to be
The
coming in about
world
30
bosses
minutes.
still
So,
show up. In fact, you can see
wait, we
right
got 2
here.
going on here.
We have one that's going to be
Why is that?
coming in about 30
I've never
minutes.
seen that
So,
before.
wait, we got 2 going on here.
Something new to me.
Why is that?
So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Never seen
It's like you and
that.
me.
2 different bosses.
So yeah, so that's
So
kind
this
of never seen that.
that's
2
crazy.
different bosses.
It's too bad they come at the same
This-
time. I don't know how you get from one point to the next and
Too
then
bad
try
they
to
come at
gain
the
any
same
more items out of that.
I don't know how you get from one point to the
These
next. and then
things
try
is
to
what were called the
gain any
realm
more,
walkers,
items out of that.
and they're kind of cool. You follow them
these
around for a
things
short
is what
time.
we
Once
call
they
the
come
realm
out,
walk.
you see it's on a timer for 4
And
minutes that it's gonna be coming
They're
out.
kind of cool. You
You
follow
follow it
them
around,
for a
kill all the
short time.
ads,
Once they
and then
come out,
finally
you see it's on
you
a
finish
timer
it
for 4
off,
minutes. That it's gonna be
and then
coming
go
out.
and it opens like this
You
big
follow it
portal
around,
to
kill all
another
the
dungeon,
ads,
and you
and
go
then
through it. And you
finally
can actually
finish it
choose
off,
whether you want
and then go
summoning
and it opens like
drops,
this big
equipment
portal
drops,
to
and so
another
on. So
dungeon,
it's
and
kind
you
of
go
cool
through
that
it.
you
You
can
can
do. So
actually
there's a lot more to
choose
do in the game
whether you want summoning
this
drops,
season as opposed to
equipment
last
drops,
time.
and so
So I
on. So
think
it's kind of cool that you can
we'll
do
probably
it. So there's
start
a
by
lot more to
doing
do in
the
the
realm
game
walker, and
this
then we'll
season
move
as
on
opposed to
maybe to
last
the
time.
world
So I think
bosses, and then I'll
we'll
show you
probably
some of the
start
other
by
stuff as
doing
we
the
go
realm
along.
walker,
So I'm
and
just
then
going to
we'll move
mark
on maybe
that.
to the world
Go here.
bosses.
This is part of the
And then
new
I'll show you
area,
some of the other stuff as we
which
go along.
the
Just gonna mark that.
Spirit
This
Born
is
comes
part of
from.
the new area, which
And I actually liked the
Spirit Born
campaign.
comes
Like a
from.
lot of people were kind of unhappy, but you have to understand
I
they had
actually
to kind of
liked
shrink it down
the
because
campaign. Like
season
a lot of
6
people
only
were
lasts
kind
for
of
so
unhappy, but
long,
you have to understand they had
so
to
they
kind of
couldn't
shrink it
afford for it to
down
go super long.
because season 6 only lasts for so
You know, of
long.
course, we got these new mounts with our
So they couldn't
cats.
afford for it to go.
Gotta love
super
cats,
long.
man. Love cats.
And of course, we got these new
And you get
mounts that
different
are
ones. I
cats.
don't know if I could
Gotta
probably
love
show you real
cats,
quick.
man. Love cats.
Just some of the different ones that are out there.
And you get different ones. I don't know if I could probably show you real quick.
So all the horses
Just
I
some of
have
the
here, of
different ones
course.
that are out there.
I got the most recent one here without the
So
armor,
all the
of
horses
course.
I have here, of
Take
course.
off the armor here.
I got the most recent one here.
So that's kind of a cool horse
without
mount.
the armor, of
I
course.
pretty much use that for my electric
kind of cool
sorcerer at the
horse
moment.
mount. I pretty much use
But
that
you have
for
some
my,
other ones in here that I've had over time that I've
electric,
gotten through different means.
sorcerer at the moment.
So I've
But
made
you
a
have
nice
some
little
other ones in
collection
here
there.
that I've had over time.
Now, as far as the cats,
means.
some cool ones here. Some are kind of generic. I think this one came when I bought the expansion, or one of them. There was this one here, maybe. Can't remember.
Generic.
This one I did buy in the store. I thought it was like really fucking cool looking.
Can't remember.
So you still have
This one I did
microtransactions
buy
to a
in the
degree,
store. I
but
thought it was like really
it's not that
fucking
big a
cool
deal for
looking.
me, really. I don't spend like a whole lot
So you
in
still
there.
have
So when I do,
microtransactions to a degree, but
I want it to look cool.
for me, really. I don't spend like a whole lot in there, so when
It does, unfortunately, when you see like a bunch of different armor that you like,
cool.
kind of end up
It does, unfortunately,
having to pass on some things because there's just too much of it, and depending on what you click.
Having to pass on some things because there's just too
Okay,
much of it.
make our way to the realm
depending on what
walker.
you're
Of course, you
playing.
see all these out. You can just fight these for experience, but what we want
Okay.
is
Make our way to the
this
realm
here.
walker. Of course, you see all these ads.
Oh,
You can
and I
just
didn't
fight
tell you
these
about
for
the
experience.
mercenaries.
What
So
we
this
want
guy next to me is one of 4 different mercenaries you can hire.
and I
Now you
didn't tell
get
you about
them
the mercenaries. So
as you
this
go
guy next to
along in
me
the campaign.
is
You
one of
unlock
4
them or
different
whatever,
mercenaries you can hire. Now you get them
and
as you go along in the campaign.
I'll show you
You
here.
unlock them or whatever.
So this guy, the shield, is right here. And then I also have Adkin, who's like a little demon boy.
So this guy, the
Yeah,
shield,
can do
is right
spells
here.
and stuff. So he's like
And
kind of
I
like
also have
someone who just kind of hangs
Adkin, who's
around
like a
and he gives me
little demon
bonuses
boy.
when I get a certain
He can do spells and stuff.
button
So
or
he's
whatever.
like kind of like someone who just kind of hangs around and he gives me bonuses.
But you also have like you have Subo the archer, and then you have Vajana, who's like a double sword wielding fighter,
the archer, and then you
or
have
barbarian or warrior.
Vajana, who's like
but depending on your
double sword
build and
wielding,
what you want them to do for help while you're out there, like this guy grants shield and stuff like
depending on your
that.
build and what you want them to do.
And if
for
you see in a
help
bar
while
here,
you're
I've
out
got
there,
what's
this
called
guy
the Seeker.
grants
There's
shield and stuff
like
that.
4 different,
If you see in a bar here, I've got
four
what's
different
called the
types
Seeker.
of
There's
animalistic
4 different
skill sets that you can take on. You can either concentrate on all one of them or all 4 of them. So in this case, I decided to kind of use a little bit of everybody. So now we're on the run with this guy here. We're just going to kill ads.
In this case, I
Like
decided to kind of
the gorilla is big for defense. The jaguar, of course, is great for offense.
The gorilla is big for
The
defense.
eagle is nice
The
for
jaguar, of course, is
basically
great for
wisdom, but
offense.
also attacks. Does have some defense.
The eagle,
And then, of course, the
nice
centipede
for
is mainly
basically
poison
wisdom, but also
focused.
attacks.
And
Does
so
have some defense.
I like using that
And then, of course, the
also. And so
centipede
I
is
use a little bit of
mainly,
everything in my
poison
build.
focused.
But some
And
people will
so
go with, you know,
I
maybe
like
just
using
one
that
particular
also.
build.
And so I use a little bit of everything in my build. But some people will go with, you know, maybe just one particular build.
So I was watching Slata the other day, actually just this morning, and I was a little surprised. They said that a lot of Diablo 4 players kind of stopped playing recently. And I'm not sure what the deal is. Like, if you think about Diablo 4 and where it is now compared to where it was,
I'm not sure what the deal is.
When it started and got released, it's in a way better shape now than it's ever been, I think, in my opinion. So I was a little surprised by that.
It's in a way better shape now.
If it's true, I really don't know.
So I was a little surprised by that. If it's true, I really don't know.
The reality is, though, like, you know, Blizzard still got some stuff to work on in terms of the game itself, but really, all in all, it's like really much a big advantage up now. I really like it.
Work on in terms of the game itself. Really, all in all,
if anybody's still complaining at this point, maybe it's just not a game for you. I know that Path of Exile is getting ready to come out soon. I know a lot of people love that game, the first one. If you know my feelings on it, I'm not a big fan of the Path of Exile. I just don't like the gameplay all that much. And plus, it seems like you have to spend a lot of time dealing with like mathematics and trying to make these elaborate fucking builds, which I just really don't care about. You know, I want to be able to just come in, bash, smash, and just have some fun with shit. And
you know, I want to be able to just come in, bash.
Don't want to have to really overthink it.
Some fun with shit.
But I understand, like, some people will want to do that, and that's fine for me.
Don't want to have to really overthink it.
Begrudge anybody.
But I understand, like, some people will want to do that.
And see, now, once you've killed them, you go into this other big old portal. You can do this as teams, too. You could group up with people and do this as well, but I chose not to.
You can do this as teams.
And then we're just going to kind of go around here and see if we can find some goodies to get.
And then we're just going to kind of go around here and see if we can
before we get to the main dungeon. So you got some other chests here, kick gold.
We get to the main dungeon. So you got some other chests here, kick gold.
I mean, I could move up to tier 4 or torment 4 and, you know, obviously get more powerful items and
I could move
better chances at mythics, but the reality is like, I don't want to make shit too hard where I'm just not enjoying it. That's one of the frustrations about where Diablo was prior to this season. Like, I felt like you were forced to go into tier 40 and find anything worthwhile, and it's like, if I can find similar items on Torment 1 that I can on Torment 4, then why not just do a tier 1 or Torment 1 where I feel like I'm actually progressing and making some progress with my characters?
Why not just do a tier 1 or Torment 1 where I feel like I'm actually progressing?
Once we get to the Realm Gate,
progress with my characters,
you can choose from different things. So
so
in this case, you can get rune drops, socketable. So this is basically you can get a bunch of runes, which is also new to the game, new to this particular game. They were used in, I think, Diablo 1 or 2 at one point.
New to this particular game.
But also torment challenges, so you can get summoning items for bosses, infernal compasses to do the
also torment
big
challenges, so you
infernal
get
runs,
items
infernal hordes. Gold, you can get a bunch of gold. Equipment drops, which I usually save for like Undercity.
Gold, you can get a bunch of gold.
And then material drops for crafting and stuff like that. So I think
Undercity.
Maybe we'll just go
And
with
then
summoning
material
because,
drops
with this
for
character, I want
crafting and
to
stuff
get
like
some more
that.
stuff to
So
go
I
run
think
Duriel and some of these other
maybe we'll just go
bosses
with
to get more
summoning,
unique
with
drops because
this
they drop a
character. I
lot
want
more.
to
That's
get
really
some
where I
more
got a
stuff to
lot of
go
my
run
uniques
Duriel
from
and
the
some of
boss
these other
drops.
bosses to
And you
get
see the
more
signal
unique
pattern.
drops.
This is
They
stuff
drop
you
a lot
collect
more.
over
That's really where
time
I got a lot of my uniques
and you
through
can
on the
use.
boss
It takes a
drops.
lot to open this up,
And you
but
see the signal pattern. This is
gather
stuff
a
you
lot as
collect over
well.
time,
And so,
and you can use. It takes a lot to open this up, but you
all right,
gather a lot as well. And so,
start kicking ass.
all right.
Now, in this particular portal dungeon, there are like other little smaller dungeons which
Now,
you
in
can
this
portal to
particular
and do, which is
portal
kind of
dungeon,
nice.
there are like other little
I think there's usually
smaller
like two
dungeons
of
which
them.
you can portal to and do, which is kind of nice. I think there's usually like two of them.
I think this is the main boss. I don't want to do him yet. So come back to that.
This is the main boss. I don't want to do him yet. So come back to that.
And I was kind of wrong in my initial comment about no longer have to
And I was kind of wrong.
come
in
to
my initial
YouTube to
comment
comment. So even
about
if you're on my Twitch account and you want
no longer have
to say
to
something or whatever, you can do
come
that
to
with no
YouTube to
problem.
comment. So even if you're
Before
on
I
my
couldn't
Twitch
do it because I had
account
to
and you
like
want to
work it a different way.
say
So this
something
actually
or whatever,
works
you can do
better
that with no problem.
with
Before I couldn't do it because I had to like
OBS at this
work it a
point.
different way. So this actually works better
I'm sure at some point I'll get a
with
little bit better with how to use chat and stuff
OBS at this point.
because I may still end up having to
I'm sure at
leave
some point I'll get a little
StreamYard
bit
because it's
better
getting
with how to
so
use
effing
chat and
expensive
stuff.
now. It's so bad.
Because I may still end up having to leave StreamYard because it's getting so effing expensive now. It's so bad.
So yeah, if you're gonna play this game, make sure when you're running these that you
So yeah, if you're gonna play this game, make sure when you're running
check for
these
those
that you
seething ruptures because
um,
it may not always be anything grand, but you'll at least
check
get
for
some more
those
shit out of it.
seething ruptures because it may not always
Did I check
be
down
anything
here?
grand, but you'll at least get some more shit out of it. I don't know, did I check that out?
So now we're gonna go fight the final boss, which is basically like a timed.
So now we're gonna go fight the
It's not really
final
timed, but
boss,
similar to that vibe.
which is basically like a time. It's not like time, but similar to that vibe.
All right, I forgot Forgot to do the one thing I need to do,
I forgot to.
but I can do that here in a minute. So you say I
forgot to
did
do the
pick
one
up
thing I need to do.
another
I can do
800. So
that
this
right
is
now.
a 1GA, so the star on it. You
So you
see,
say I did pick up
you go all the way up to 4 stars, I
another
think,
800. So
on
this is
an item.
1GA. So the
And
star
so
on it,
usually
you
those
see.
will drop more
You
in
can go all the way up to 4
Torment,
stars, I
2,
think,
3, and 4.
on an item.
I like
And
Torment
so
1 because
usually
I can
those
still
will
get a
drop
decent
more
piece of
in
gear. It's like even in Torment 4, you
Torment,
can't really go
2, 3,
above
and
800
4.
anyway.
I like
So
Torment
they can
1
get
because
a
I can
little
still
bit
get a
better
decent
items,
piece
but
of gear.
not
It's
by
like even in
much. So I
Torment
can
4,
still
you
do
can't
pretty
really go
well on
above
this. And I
800
still
anyway.
get
So
3
they can get
GA
a little bit better
items
but
in this
not by much.
level
So I can
too. So
still do
it's not a
pretty
big
well
deal
on
for
this.
me.
And I
Like
still
it's just
get
more rare,
3
which is kind of
GA
cool too. So,
items
but
in
yeah,
this,
I'll be able
in
to
this level
save
too.
this
So it's not a big deal
ring.
for me. Like it's just more rare,
Actually, do I have
which
a
is
wound
kind of cool too.
drinker?
So, but yeah, I'll be
I'll
able
probably have
to
to
save this
switch.
ring.
See,
Actually,
I probably
do I
want.
have a wound drinker?
They want me to use this
I'll
ring,
probably have to
the ring of
switch.
Midnight Sun, but to be
See,
honest,
I
this
probably
one's
want.
going to do a lot more for
They
me
want me
because
to
of my
use this
poison.
ring,
So I'm
the
going to have to
ring of
switch that out.
Midnight Sun, but to be honest,
Picking up
this one's going to
these.
do a
So
lot more for
let's
me because of my poison.
do
So I'm going to have to
this,
switch
and
that
then
out.
add this,
Picking up these, so let's
and then I can add another
do
this.
this, and then add this, and then I can add another this.
And you see, I picked up a couple more opals there. So, and now
You see, I picked up a
since
couple
we
more
go back.
opals there. So, and now,
Uh-oh.
since we
I thought it locked
back,
up on me. Had that happen earlier, I was running an Undercity with a legendary
I locked up
tribute,
on me.
and it fucking
Had that
like
happen earlier. I was running
fucked up on me.
Undercity with a legendary tribute.
All right, so first things first,
fucking like
I want to upgrade this at
fucked
least
up
by
on me.
4.
Alright, so first things first, we want to upgrade this at least by 4.
Now I don't have toxic skin, but
Now I don't have toxic skin, but
I'm a little light on that, but I'll fix that with that.
a little light on that, but I'll fix that.
You can go all the way up to 12, but unfortunately it takes like a lot more materials and gold, so I don't really push it past the first level right away because
materials
until I build a lot more of the
gold, so I don't really
materials
push it
and
past
stuff
the
to
first
do
level
that.
right away because
Like that's one thing that Slayer
until
I
I
remember
build a lot
complaining
more
about
of
was
the
the
materials and
cost
stuff
right
to
now
do that,
to
that's
craft
one
all
thing
the way
that
to level
Slade Run
12
never
on your
complained
items is
about
like
was
really expensive. So
the cost right now to
don't really want to do
craft
that
all the
right
way to
away.
level 12 on your items
Unless
is
I have like
really
a great
expensive,
piece
so
of
don't really want to do that right away.
unless I have like a great piece
Unless
of
I have
like
like a great
weaponry
piece of
or armor or whatever that I can do that with, and
unless I have like a great
sure.
piece of like
But
weaponry or armor or whatever that I can do
back
that
up to
with.
60. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But
I'm still trying to figure out the runes too. I kind of just go with stuff that I feel like I like for bonuses.
I'm still trying to
These
figure out the
runes you can
too.
kind
I
of
just go with stuff
add
that I
in
feel
other
like
spells
I like,
and
for bonuses.
things from other characters.
These
So
runes
like
you can kind of
as you
add
see
in other spells.
this one here, I can invoke the sorcerer's
things from other
meteorites,
characters. So like
which will
as you
come
see
down randomly.
this one here, I can invoke the sorcerer's
kill stuff and help
meteorites,
me out. And then this one here, I can
which
use the
will come
spirit wolf
down
from the
randomly
druid.
and
But
kill stuff. and
there's a
help me
lot of
out.
different
Then this one here, I
combinations you can
use
have.
the
Some that should
spirit
be
wolf
better
from
for
the
my build
druid.
that I don't quite have yet. And I'm still figuring out
But
how
there's a
to
lot of different combinations
craft
you can
the
have. There's some that should be
particular
better for my build that I don't quite have yet, and I'm still figuring out
runes
how
that I
to
need.
craft
I
the
use made
particular
builds usually through max roll and
runes that I
analytics,
need.
robolytics. So
I use meta build usually through max roll and analytics, mobilytics.
So I've collected, as you can see, I've got a bunch of this shit, which I need to run
So I've collected, as you can see,
at some
I've got
point.
a bunch of this shit, which
I really wish they'd add more tabs though. Like
at some point,
just my Eternal Realm characters is so full right now.
I really wish they'd add more tabs.
But yeah, you can see I've got these
my Eternal
ovals,
Realm characters is so
which
full
are
right
nice. in here. I've got different
you can see I've got these
uniques for different builds.
are nice.
Whenever I run inner city,
in here.
Under
I've
City
got
Lake,
different,
I'll show you when I get over there. I
for
just
different builds.
click
whenever
on
I run
chaos, which will
Inner
give me, will
Inner
drop me a
City
random
LA,
unique once I've finished
I'll show you
the
when I get
run.
over there. I just
I
click
don't.
on
I probably
chaos,
won't
which will
keep
give
these
me, will drop
legendaries,
me a
but
random
because
unique
for the
once
time
I've
being, I
finished
have,
the
you know,
run.
they are kind of nice, and you can
I
imprint
probably
them,
won't
which
keep these
unfortunately
legendaries, but because for the
uniques you
time being
can't
I
put
have,
any
they are
aspects
kind
on,
of
and
nice.
aspects
So
are
you can actually
basically
print them, which unfortunately
um,
uniques you
where it
can't
says like
put
an
any
orange
aspects
after
on. And
casting 5
aspects are
basic skills.
basically
Like the uniques come with their own set of aspects
where
that
it
you
says
can't
like an
adjust, which
orange
sucks,
after
but
casting 5
that's
basic
just kind of how
skills.
it
Like,
is.
the uniques come
Here's a
with
lot
their
of my
own set of
material
aspects that you
for
can't adjust, which sucks, but
just
that's just kind of how it is.
you know,
Here's a
elixirs,
lot
and
of
then
my
these are
material
boss
for
mats that I like to use that I'm going to need
just
to, if I want to run some solo
you know,
dungeons.
elixirs, and then these are boss mats that I like to use that I'm going to need to
But
run some solo dungeons.
and again, you can run bosses with multiple people, and then there's also
But
Dark Citadel. Now, I've already
and again,
run
you
that
can
for the
run
week.
bosses
It's like
with
3 different big
multiple
ass
people. And then
dungeons, and
there's
you
also
have to at
Dark
least have 2
Citadel
people
now.
because there's certain
I've already
co-ops
run
that,
that
you know,
for the
you have to
week.
do, but
It's like 3 different big ass
it's
dungeons, and
relatively
you have to at
easy.
least have 2
And
people
once you
because
get done
there's
with the
certain
3
co-op
dungeons
stuff in
on
there
a
you
3
have to
day
do. But
span, you get like
it's
a nice little
relatively
cash
easy,
drop of
and
different
once you get
stuff,
done
and
with
so
the
you can
3
gain a lot of stuff
dungeons
that
in a
way.
3 day span,
I think
you
you
get
can
like a
still
nice
run
little cash
them
drop
even when
of
you're
different
done
stuff,
and
and
just
so
do
you
like
gain a
each
lot
one,
of
but you
stuff
won't
that
get that
way.
bonus
I
cash
think
at
you
the
can
end.
still run them even when you're done and just do like each one, but you won't get that
So it's kind of like World of
bonus
Warcraft in
cash at
some
the
ways,
end.
where you do certain things throughout the week, but once you've completed it, you have
So
to
it's
wait a
kind of
whole
like
other
World of
week
Warcraft in some ways, where
to
you do
you
certain
start
things
over and
throughout
do
the
it
week,
again.
but once you've completed it, you
All
have to wait a
right.
whole other week
Ooh, we can go to the Whispers of the
start
Dead
over and do it
first,
again.
to Tree of Whispers, so I can get some shit
All right.
there.
Ooh, we can go
And that should
to
drop
the Whispers
either
of
a
the Dead
unique and
first,
some other
the
ovals
Tree of Whispers,
or
so I can
opals
get
or
some
whatever the
shit
fuck you
there.
call them.
And that should drop
Did
either
I
a
give you
unique
my?
and some other ovals.
I thought I
Or
put my
opals
armor
or
back
whatever
on
the fuck
my
you call
kitty
them.
cat.
Did it not give me my... I thought I put my
on?
armor back on my kitty cat.
How much time do we have for? 7 minutes. Okay, so I gotta move you over there. So Tree of Whispers, once you've completed like certain events throughout the land, you'll come here and you see this will give me a bunch of gold, amulets, rings, but since really it's more about the experience, and whatever's in orange is usually the best item to grab at the time. That little glowing ball, that's actually experience, so I can just nab that. And then you can see I get like more seagulls, still fear for boss runs and everything. So no unique drop there, but you do get some other nice shit.
So no
Right.
unique drop there,
Let's
but
run back
you do get some other nice
real
shit.
quick to Kovashed.
All right.
Check out my mount. Should have had my armor on there. I don't know why I didn't save it.
Check out my mount. Should have had my armor on there. I don't know why I didn't save it.
Keep in mind, I'm not like a diehard gamer, so like, you know, I'm not like super powered in terms of
Keep in mind, I'm not
gear
like
or anything like
gamer,
that.
so
But
like, you know, I'm not like super powered in terms of gear or anything like that.
But you know, I have fun. It's that's how I look at it. It's just more fun than anything. So
you know,
I don't know which one I should do.
That's how I look at it.
Not that it really matters. See, I already claimed it for this week, but you can still fight and get more shit.
Not that it really matters. See, I already claimed it for this week, but you can still fight and get more shit. We'll just go here.
And yes, I named my character after Craven the Hunter, even though it hasn't come out yet.
And yes, I named my character.
I'm excited to see that, you know, the Marvel stuff.
Hasn't come out yet.
That one looks a little more promising than some of the other stuff
that
we've seen. Even though Wolverine and Deadpool is awesome, I really love that film.
That one looks a little more promising than some of the other
I don't know if it's like
seen, even though Wolverine and
they,
Deadpool is
when it
awesome,
comes to this game, man, like my mount still like stops every time I bump into
like,
something. They had fixed
when
it
it comes
where
to
it
this
wasn't as
game,
bad
man, like,
before,
my
but now
mount
it's back
still,
to
like,
being glitchy.
stops every time I bump into something.
See,
They had fixed it where it wasn't as bad before, but now it's back to being glitchy.
my cat should be just pouncing over those things. And now we see everybody gathered here
cat should be
today.
pouncing over those things. And now we see everybody gathered here today.
So we got a few minutes to wait. Let me see.
So we got a few minutes to wait.
You can see at the bottom there on the right, people in the trade chat,
see.
they're basically, if they find something,
see
they're
at the
selling
bottom
stuff.
there
Like that's a
on the
3-star
right,
Midnight
people in the
Sun, which is
trade
really
chat,
good.
they're basically,
But
if they find something,
you
they're
know,
selling stuff.
like
Like
I
that's
got
a
in this
3-star
character like
Midnight Sun,
21
which is
million.
really
That's
good.
not even close to what they'd be selling
But,
it for. They'd probably be selling it for like
you know,
40
what I got
billion
in
or
this
whatever it
character,
is.
like
It's
21 million.
a
It's
very
not
high
even close to
market
what
for
they'd
these
be selling
items
it
if
for.
you
They'd
want
be
them,
selling it
unless
for, like,
they just want to be
40
nice and give
billion
it
or
away.
whatever it
That's
is.
really the only difference
A very high market for
at
these
this point
items
with
if
that.
you want them, unless they just want to be nice and give it away. That's really the only difference at this point with that.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah, I need to see. I gotta look for my build on this because
Yeah, I need to see.
you need certain
Gotta look
builds
for my
or
build
certain
on
runes
this.
to go with your build, but some of them don't
Need
drop for me. You
certain
can
builds,
craft some, but
certain runes to go with your build.
it does
but
take a minute to find the right items.
some
I
of them don't
kind of
drop for
fucked
me.
up
You
the other
can
day. I was
craft
just
some, but
crafting a
it
bunch
does
of shit,
take a
but I
minute to find the right
think I
items.
fucked up by
kind of fucked up the other day. I was
overcrafting
just
something from my sorcerer run when I
crafting
really
a bunch
needed
of
it. It was
shit,
like,
but
damn, shouldn't have
I
done
think I
that.
fucked up by overcrafting something from my sorcerer run when I really needed it. I was like, damn, shouldn't have done that.
My cat Hazel's still sleeping on the futon.
My cat Hazel.
Nah, she's a trip.
On the futon.
Let's see. Go here real quick.
Let's see.
Got a couple minutes and I'll be here.
Go here real quick.
Yargarg.
A couple minutes and I'll be here. Yargarg.
Supersonic snake bite. All right, so you might get a kick out of this for you guys that haven't followed me on my YouTube channel or anything.
I might get a
But
kick out of this for you guys that
I also have like a tarantula
follow me on
hobby,
my
so I have
YouTube
like
channel or
16,
anything,
17 different species of tarantula right
I
now. Of
also
course,
have like
four of
a
them
tarantula
most
hobby,
recently
so I have
molted.
like
So
16,
here's a
17
picture of
different species of tarantula right now. Of course,
the
four of
recent
them
molts that I got.
most
So
recently molted. So
the
here's a
far
picture
left
of,
there, that's Salem, my Mexican red
the
leg.
recent molts
She
that I
molted
got.
recently
So
for the first time since I've
the
gotten
far
her.
left there, that's
The
Salem,
one
my
above her a
Mexican
little
red
bit
leg.
there is my
She
Mithra, my
molted
Vincent
recently for the
Sun
first time since
Tiger,
I've gotten her.
one of my favorites.
The one above her
To
a
the
little
right
bit
of that
there
is my
Mithra, my
Red Island
Vincent
Bird Eater,
Sun Tiger,
and Takora.
one of my favorites.
That's the first time, no, not
To
the
the
first
right
time
of
she's
that
molted, but
is my
first
Red
time in a while.
Island
She's
Bird
a
Eater,
small grower, but
and
she gets to be
Takora,
very large.
that's the first time.
She's
No,
probably
not
one
the
of the
first time
largest
she's
ones I
molted,
have right now. And then, of
first
course,
time in a
the
while.
one
She's a slow
smallest
grower,
one to
but
the
she
right.
gets to be very large.
That's one of my
She's
newest
probably
ones.
one of the
It's
largest
basically
ones I have
called
right now. And then, of course, the one smallest one to the
Hippothonian
right.
Giant. So I don't know how big they actually
That's
get,
one of my newest ones.
but
It's
I've called
basically
it Obsidian. That's the name I've given it.
Hippothonian Giants. I don't know
I
how
also
big they
got
actually
another new
get.
one, which is Mystique,
I've
my
called it Obsidian. That's the name I've
Indian
given it.
ornamental, the Regalis, but
They also got
she's
another
very
new one,
tiny
which is
right now. But
Mystique,
she's
my
her molds are too small to
Indian
worry about. She's still
ornamental,
like a
the
spider and
Regalis,
Judy
but
right now. So,
she's very tiny right now.
but yeah,
her
that's
molds
kind
are
of a little
too small
fun thing to
worry
do
about. She's
there,
still like
just
a
to kill
spider
some
and Judy
time.
right now. So
4 seconds. We're getting ready to get into the boss
kinda a
fight.
little
Here we
fun thing
go.
to do there, just to kill some time. 4 seconds. We're getting ready to get into the boss fight. Here we go.
They did change the boss fights a little bit. Before, like prior to this, it was pretty easy to kill them pretty fast, but not anymore.
They did change the boss fights a little bit. Before, like prior to this, it was pretty easy to kill them.
Now it takes a little bit longer.
Now it takes a little bit longer.
Can't get hit by no rays.
Can't get hit by no rays. Fuck me up.
So what games you guys been playing lately? Anything? You've been playing this? You've been playing something else? What are some of the games you really been enjoying lately?
Been playing lately? Anything?
For a while, when I finished season 5 of Diablo 4, I was playing First Ascendant a lot. I did start playing Throne of Liberty a little bit not too long ago, but I haven't got back into that one yet.
I did start playing Throne of Liberty a little bit not too long ago, but I haven't got back into that one.
Ooh, drops a few things here.
All right. Ooh, it drops.
As you can see, also gives my mercenaries some experience as well. Always back up to bar for Tree of Whispers.
Mercenaries some experience as well. Always back up to full bar for
head over to here.
Whispers. All right. I'll head over to here.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Got another Peacemongers. I don't really use this one, but
let's see what
maybe one of my other.
Got another Peacemongers. I don't really use this one, but maybe one of my other.
Maybe one of my Eternal characters when I get there will use it. So right now, seasonal characters and Eternal characters can't share the same space. So
right now,
until I'm done with the season, this character is kind of blocked from anything on Eternal, which is unfortunate because then I could have used some of the crafting materials from there to do some runs and stuff. But in this case, it's all about. So you can see here, I got 1-star stuff, which really I need to.
So you can see here, I got 1-star stuff, which really I need to.
Another Midnight Sun if I'm going to do that.
Get another Midnight Sun if I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like.
Have passive counterattack, maybe not. Because then I might switch that ring out.
Have passive counterattack, maybe not. Because then I might switch that ring out.
I mean, no, I don't really have it, so I'm wondering.
I mean, I don't really have it, so.
Like Mirage, I don't use that. Like Mirage, I don't use that. Let me see something.
Yes, let me see something.
See, Pestilent Storm would be kind of nice. Because I use that actually, I think on my.
Storm would be kind of nice. Because I use that actually.
I use meteorites right now, but.
I use meteorites.
If I go. and change that over. Although I need a higher this.
Change that over. Although I need
I haven't really figured out the fucking.
higher
I can pull up my
I haven't really figured out the fucking
build.
I'm gonna pull up my build.
So he's using Zan and Tau.
So he's using Zan and Tau.
Which there's Tau. So which I'm using now here.
There's Tau. So which I'm using now here.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter in that sense.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter in that sense.
And I'll keep that because like I get more wolves if I keep it above certain levels. So. But
I get more wolves if I keep it above certain levels.
I will go here and we're going to do this because I want to use this ring.
I will go here and we're going to do this because I want to use this ring.
And we're going to go give it a hole. Sounds dirty, I know.
And we're going to go give it a hole.
I'm going to take this one out of there. Swap out. Well, I didn't do that, did you? What'd you do that for?
Swap out.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
What'd you do that for?
So.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Take that out.
So.
And then we're going to put this back in here.
Take that out.
Dropped a little bit in fire, but that's fine.
Dropped a little bit in fire, but it's fine.
She there.
She there.
Guess I'm going to just add this in because I'm going to put this for this shit.
Just add this in. This for this shit.
Technically, I don't need to collect these sigils because I can just reforge them and then come back later for them. But one thing I did like is that they started to add in like.
One thing I did like is that they started.
You can see it here. The wave cap on this is, and it used to be topped out at 7 or 8, depending on what tier you were on. But now you can still just go in there and do a wave cap of 10, which is really nice. Or you can gather more stuff, and then when you get to the final chest, I'll run a couple of those. Those are the Infernal Hordes, and I'll run a couple of those to show you guys a little bit how that works. But let's go do some Undercity here real quick. So this is where the tributes come in handy. You can do these basic ones.
This is where the tributes come in handy.
You know, they still drop like legendaries. This is mainly if you're probably starting out and you're not quite at 60 yet. You can still run them, but they're kind of useless at this point. Unless you're just gathering shit for the sake of gathering. Once you get into the yellow, legendary, and then there's like these epic ones that are kind of like sort of grayish white.
Once you get into the yellow,
those are nice. I got one of those, and that was like it drops like a guaranteed mythic. Even though you don't know which mythic it's going to be, but it's really nice.
It drops like a guarantee.
But we'll run this one here, which gives me masterworking materials.
Be, but it's really nice.
And then you can go into what's the bargain here. And this, of course, will cost you some opals, but it's worth it.
Materials.
So 57 opals for this. I've gathered 1,300, so
it's worth it.
That's fine. But this will allow an actual focus on dropping some uniques.
So
which I'm always doing anyway, because gathering uniques and then kind of comparing them at the end, I can delete some or whatever,
which I'm always
at least trash them and get materials for them.
Gathering uniques and then kind
and this is the one that's timed. So as we go through, I'm going to be hitting up certain creatures that will add time to my clock, and then also hit these like portals like you see here with this little brazier, and
hit these like
they give you like spirits that you gather to get to number 4 as far as your bar. You'll see it as we go along.
You gather to get to number 4 as far as your bar. You'll see it as we go along.
So looking at the map, that's our portal. So we're going to work our way this way. You can see these guys with time here. These are going to give me clock time. Add time to my thing.
You can see these guys with time here. These are
sometimes they don't give you a lot of time. So like especially when you do the epics or the
sometimes they don't give you a lot of time. So like
the legendaries, like you have to be really much faster when you get through. So no time to bullshit.
You have to be really much faster when you get through. So no time to bullshit.
And obviously, the stronger your character, then the faster you get through, the better. Because if you can't kill them fast enough, that also eats up your time.
Character, then the faster you get through, the better. Because if you can't kill them fast enough, that also eats up your time.
Now, if you see that bar on the right there, right here, this is what I want to fill up. So usually I get about halfway through one for stage 1, and then there's only 3 stages before you get to the final boss. So you have to make sure you get all these filled out. You can still go to the boss with it half full, but the more you complete, the better it is overall.
You can still go to the boss with it half full, but the more you complete, the better it is overall.
Definitely going to hit this guy for more time.
Definitely hit this guy for more time.
So we're at 90 seconds. And we've gotten everything that we needed to get on here. So I can run the fuck out of here. Unless I want to kill some more stuff and get a few more spirit, which I could do, which they don't really grant a lot.
Unless I want to kill some more stuff and get a few more spirit, which I could do, which they don't really grant a lot. But
so let's see. Yep, just going to run the gambit here.
So let's see. Yep, just going to run the gambit here.
Now, if you see, I'm at around level 2, stage 2 on this.
If you
which is
see,
fine. Now, when you get to this next browser,
stage 2 on this,
you're
which
going
is
to want to make
fine.
sure you complete this
Now
if
when
you
you get
can,
to this
because
next
this
browser,
grants a lot. Like this will probably put me over
you're going to want to make
3
sure
when
you
I'm done with
complete
it.
this if you can.
And then when I go
because
into
this
stage
grants a
3, I can
lot.
pretty
Like
much
this will probably
complete the
put me
rest. If I
over
can't finish this,
3 when I'm done
then
with
I'm
it.
not going to make
And then
my
when I go
entire
into
thing
stage
unless
3,
I
I
kill
can
every
pretty much
single thing
complete
in
this.
level
If
4,
I
but
can't
you have to worry
finish
about
this,
time still.
then I'm not
So
going to
you
make
see,
my
I'm at
entire
3
thing
now.
unless I kill every single thing in level 4. But you have to
So I
worry
need
about
to make
time
sure I
still.
get to 4 if I want to get the
So you see,
max
I'm at 3 now.
amount of rewards.
So I need to make sure I get to 4 if I want to get the max amount of rewards.
What we got here? Where the fuck is the main portal? Is there not one here?
Main port. Is there not one here?
So yeah, it should be good. I'm almost to 4 here.
Yeah, it should be good. I'm almost to 4 here.
Just kill some more things for time. Plus, you still get some spirit. You can see a little bit there.
Plus, you still get some spirit. You can see a little bit there.
There we go. So I'm full now. And we can go find my portal.
There we go.
And we'll go to the
Full
box.
now. We can go find my portal.
And this is just
We'll go to
pretty
the box.
easy. These bosses aren't that hard.
And this is just pretty
Just go
easy.
and smash and dash. But again, you can run these
bosses aren't
with
that hard.
groups of people in your clans, or
So,
just
smash and dash.
grouping
But again,
up
you can
group
run these
finder.
with
They have now that with that, which is
groups of
nice
people in your
cues.
clans,
I
or
talked about
just,
this before
grouping up,
they moved
group
on to these
finder.
seasons.
They have
How
all that with that, which is nice cues.
World of Warcraft
I talked
has
about
like
this
dungeon queues and
before
stuff like that. Well,
they
they have
moved
that
on
for
to
the
these
Dark
seasons.
Citadel,
How
as well as some of these
World of
other things,
Warcraft
and there's
has
some more
like
experience points
dungeon
here with
queues and
this.
stuff like that. Well, they have that for the Dark
And you can see a
Citadel as
piece
well
of
as
unique dropped,
some of these other things, and there's some more experience
which will
points
be
here.
this armor here, the Shroud of Kodoros,
And
which
you can see
isn't
a piece of unique
made
dropped,
for
which would be this
my
armor here, the
Spiritborn, but
Shroud of
I have a
Kodoros, which
robe.
isn't
So if I wanted to use it, I do
made
have some
for
already, but I used in my Eternal Realm.
our
So
Spiritborn, but
I'll
I
still
have a
probably
robe.
save this, and
So
I'll
if
just
I want to
compare it
use it,
when
I
I
do have
get
some already.
to
But
this
I
one
use
transfers
my
over
Eternal
to my
Realm,
Eternal
so
Realm.
I'll still probably
But yeah,
save this, and I'll just
that's the
compare when I
Undercity
get
there.
to this one transfers over to my Eternal Realm. But yeah, that's the
Should have
Undercity
some more
there.
water. So just hold on to this. Try to keep them grouped up as much as possible, but
Just hold on to this.
all I've really been doing this season
Try to
is
keep them
collecting
grouped up as
uniques,
much
which I
as
pretty much
possible,
did season 5. But man,
all
I
I've
had
been
so much
doing
stuff I had to
this
destroy and
season
get
is
rid of
collecting
because
uniques, which I pretty much
once
did
they changed the levels of the
season 5.
items,
But man, I had so much stuff
everything
I
else
had to
became
destroy and
useless.
get
So I
rid of
was
because
basically
once they
replacing
changed the levels of the
items that I
items,
had for my internal
everything else
characters.
became useless.
But it
So I
didn't take
was
long. That's the good
basically
thing. Like once
replacing
you get into
items that I
2.4,
had
and
for
once I
my
started
internal
doing the boss
characters.
runs,
But it didn't
the
take long.
uniques
That's
would
the good
drop,
thing. Like
and
once
I could
you
just say, boom, boom,
get
okay,
into tier
upgrade,
4, and
upgrade,
once I
upgrade.
started doing the boss runs,
The
uniques
legendaries
would
aren't
drop,
bad. You can
and I
use
could
them,
just
get
say,
the
boom,
aspects
boom,
on
okay,
them, but
upgrade,
I'm
upgrade,
trying to
upgrade.
make, I want to be able to make
The
all my
legendaries aren't
characters
bad.
use
You
like
can use them to
uniques
get
if
the aspects
possible.
on
So
them,
like
but
even with this
I'm
one,
trying to make.
I don't have
I
any
want to be
armor
able to
yet. I
make
mean, I
all
do
my
have some armor I
characters
could
use
use,
like uniques if possible. So like even with this one,
but
I don't have any
I
armor
have
yet.
to
I mean, I
look
do
it
have
up and
some armor
see
I
what
could
is best
use.
for Like this one's made for
but I have to look it up and see
Spiritborn, so I might throw
for.
this in there.
Like this one's made for.
Which is kind of a nice trade-off because if you spend
Spiritborn, so I
vigor,
might throw this in there.
it heals you at the same time. But I have to look and see what kind of different,
because if you spend vigor, it heals you at the same time.
like what kind of
But I
different
have to look and see what kind of different,
armor I have or chest pieces for the Spiritborn.
like what kind of different.
But I have like pants. I need these,
armor
which
I have,
I'm having a hard
chest
time
pieces
deciding what
for
I want to
the
use
Spiritborn.
for gloves.
But I have like pants.
There's a few different things you could
I'm having a
use.
hard time deciding what I want to use for gloves.
I
There's
thought
a few
of,
different
you know,
things you could use.
Craze of the Dead God, but I don't really use Touch of Death.
I thought about Craze of the
But they're
Dead
also
God,
they
but I
got some
don't really
pros and
use Touch
cons
of
to them a little
Death.
bit. Frostborn they redid, which
But
was
they're
kind of
also-
nice.
They got some pros and cons to them a little bit.
I actually have to add some to my
Frostborn
frost
they
orc.
redid,
Some of my
which was
sorcerers.
kinda
I have
nice.
like 3 or 4 sorcerers, and
I actually have to add some to
they
my,
actually made it more
frost orc. Some
compatible
of my
with different
sorcerers,
types
I have
of
like 3 or 4
sorcs,
sorcerers.
so that's kind of nice.
They actually made it
There's
more
Fist of Fate.
compatible with different types of.
I could use that as
sorts,
well
so that's kind of
on
nice.
this character, which I might
Then
do.
there's Fist of Fate. I could use that as well.
Yeah,
on
but
this character, which I might do.
it depends. But in this case, I can't because
yeah.
why can't I? Just have to,
It depends.
of course, change
But in this case, I
out
can't
the
because.
runes. But yeah.
Why can't I just have to?
So yeah, it's
change,
pretty cool. So let's go
runes, but, yeah.
do this.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just kind of go trash this material and then
do this.
Basically,
go trash this material and then
this.
Basically.
Hey, Kevy, Lake Mungo. Yes, dude. Cannot wait to hear what you got to say about it.
Hey, Kevy, Lake Mungo. Yes, dude. Cannot wait.
One of the reviews I've been waiting to hear from. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
You're one of the reviews I've been waiting to hear from. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Yep, that's the right one, sir.
Yep, that's the
Sorry
right one,
for those
sir.
that are watching. On my YouTube channel, we do a lot of different content.
Sorry
I do
for
music,
those,
new music every week.
That are
Rock
watching,
and metal records, and then
on my YouTube channel, we do a lot
entertainment
of
trailer
content.
reactions, movie reviews, collaborations with a lot of different guys from the Sci-Fi Society.
Entertainment trailer
Century,
reactions, movie reviews,
Jedi Granville, of course, Kevin from Entertainment Headquarters, who's in the chat.
Century,
just so many different
Jedi
people.
Granville,
Mr. Tony of the Dead, a lot of guys. In fact, if you are on Mr. Tony of the Dead's
just so many
channel today, our review of Shocker for our Ghouls of Midnight segment is out now. So be sure to check that out. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, some fun with that. So we do like a week-to-week podcast on that. And then Kevin has got a lot of shit for this month regarding vampires.
So we do
Taste of Blood series that he's been doing. I was able to make at least one of them so far. I want to make another one this week, maybe 2. I might be able to get to the Lost Boys, I'm hoping.
I was able to make.
But definitely want to do the new one I thought of. Kind of threw a wrench at him at the last minute, but I figured since he's pretty much done the material for this month and then taking a break, I better throw it in now while I chance. Biggest problem I have is I packed away my copy of Fascination, so I'm going to have to go off memory, but I love that movie.
Biggest problem I have is I packed away my
can't
copy
rent it,
of
unfortunately,
Fascination,
because
so
we're using
I'm going to have to go off
my
memory, but I
mother-in-law's
love that
account, and
movie.
she has a password currently, so
I can't rent it, unfortunately.
I'll just have to go off memory of that. But I watched Vamp the other day.
Account, and she has a password
There's some other films I got on there that we're going to watch.
I
think I watched a couple already. Yeah, Night Flyer was one of them.
Films I got on there that
And then I forget the other one offhand, but
I think I watched.
Going to be a lot of fun because he's got a lot of shit coming up with vampires. He went to Romania recently and he took some pictures and toured Dracula's castle and stuff. So he kind of got to live the dream there in the vampire world. I'm more of a werewolf guy myself, but anyway, if you don't know, on Halloween, Halloween Day during the day, I'm going to be interviewing
Anyway, if you
author
don't
Rick
know,
Myers.
Halloween,
1 second, I'll show you.
Halloween Day during the day, I'm going to be interviewing author Rick Myers. One
So
second,
Rick
I'll show you.
does a lot of stuff with that Fat Samurai guy on his channel when it comes to like
So Rick
uh,
does a lot of stuff with that
martial
Fat
arts
Samurai guy on
and
his
movie
channel when
reviews
it
and
comes
stuff.
to
And
like,
so, but he's the same guy that wrote this book, Films of
martial
Fury.
arts and movie
And
reviews
I'm going to sit
stuff.
down
And
and
so
interview him on
he's the same guy that
Halloween
wrote
Day,
this book, Films of Fury.
which will be my first time
And
just
I'm
sitting
gonna
down
sit
with him
down and
one-on-one,
interview
which will be
him
fun. And then
Halloween
later in the
Day,
evening,
which will be
at
my
8
first
p.m.
time
Eastern
just
live
sitting down
stream,
with him
I'm going to
one-on-one,
be
which will be
doing a
fun.
live stream of the
And
review
then
of
later
Lake
in the
Mungo,
evening,
mockumentary
at
from
8 p.m. Eastern
from
live stream,
2008.
I'm going to be doing a
And
live
it's a
stream of
really,
the
really
review of Lake
underrated
Mungo,
spooky movie.
mockumentary
A lot of fun.
2008.
So I've got some panel
And
guests that are
it's
going
a
to be. I
really,
got some
really
people are going to
underrated
be sending me
spooky
some
movie.
review videos
A
like
lot of
Kevin,
fun.
who
So I've
won't be
got
able to make
some
it on a
panel
live
guests going to be.
stream,
I
but
got some people are going to be sending
we'll
me
certainly
some
be able to
review videos like
just give me a
Kevin,
quick
who won't be
2 or
able to
3
make it
minute
on the
review of
live
what they
stream,
thought of it. So that'd be kind of cool.
we'll certainly be able to.
And I'll play that in the
Just
evening
give
that
me a
when
quick
we're going to
2 or 3
review it and
minute
stuff.
review of
So
what they thought of it.
yeah,
So that'd be
so
and I'll play
basically
that in the
that's what's
evening
going on
when
with
we're
me,
going to
you know,
review
for the
it and
most
stuff.
part.
So
And then just
yeah, so
if you haven't checked out any of the Taste of
basically
Blood series on
that's what's going
Entertainment
on with
Headquarters,
me,
do
you
so.
know,
He's
for the
got a
most
lot of
part.
content.
And
He just
then
did
just if you haven't checked
the
out any of
Fright
the
Night
Taste of Blood
series
series on
yesterday, I
Entertainment
think, with
Headquarters, do so.
Omni,
He's got a lot of content. He just did
Jedi Granville,
the
and
Fright
Anthony
Night
Jordan from
series
Movies and
yesterday,
Gaming.
I
So
think, with Omni,
they all
Jedi
sat down and reviewed
Granville,
that,
and
which I haven't really
Anthony
watched
Jordan
yet,
from
but
Movies
I'm
and
going to get
Gaming.
around
So
to it. I will. But
they
yeah,
all
back to
sat
the
down and
gaming
reviewed
part of
that,
this
which
shit.
I haven't really watched yet, but I'm going to get
Just
around to it.
to show you that we have a lot of different things that
But
we
yeah,
do
back
at
to
the
the
Milton
gaming part of
Radio.
this shit.
And let me see, what do I want to
Just
do?
to show
I
you that
think I
we
want
have
to
a
show
lot of different
you.
things that we do at the
So
Motown
we already
Radio.
did this Undercity.
And let me see, what do I want to do?
Let's do
I
another
think I
one
want
of
to show you.
these and
So
this.
we already did this.
And let's go
Undercity.
ahead and go. Of course, I
Let's
need
do
to go
another
get
one of
my shit
these.
now.
And
So let's get one
this.
of these.
And let's go ahead and go. Of course, I need to go get my shit now. So let's get one of these.
Now, like I said, these you can collect these pretty much at will, but these are the Infernal Hordes. They initially
Now,
capped
like I
at
said,
8
you
in
can
season
collect
5.
these
Now
pretty
we're at
much at will,
we're at cap at 10.
these
But it
are
has
the
like
Infernal
6,
Hordes.
and
They
so it's all over
initially
the place. There
capped
really
at
is no
8
different
in
levels
season
anymore,
5.
I don't
Now we're at
think,
we're
in
at
terms
cap
of
at
difficulty,
10,
but
but it has like 6, and so
it's
all
all
over the
about
place.
just
There
picking
really
up
is no
these
different levels anymore, I don't think,
items,
in terms of
and then
difficulty, but
by the end of it, you can
it's
go
all
and
about just
collect
picking up these
goodies, you know, from the
items,
chest.
and
So,
then
but the
by
more
the
you
end of
get, the
it,
more chances at
they're
items you get as you're
goodies, you know, from the chest. So
collecting these little,
the more you get, the more
whatever these
chances
fire
of
things
items you
are,
get as
cinders,
you're
whatever.
collecting these little, whatever these fire things are, cinders, whatever.
Now, if you've never run one of these before, they're each timed. And then by the end of them, you get to choose from one of these 3
Now, if
things.
you've never run
Usually
one
you're
of these
going out to the
before,
Aether.
they're each
So right now I have
timed.
10. So even though I
By
have
the end of
10
them, you get to choose from
stages
one
I
of
can
these
get
three
to, I want to
things.
collect as
Usually you're
many of
going
these
after
as
the
I can.
paper.
Usually it's about
So right now I have 10.
killing as
So even though
fast
I
as
have 10
possible. So usually I'm
stages I can
running
get to, I want to
my
collect as many
necromancer
of
through
these as
this
I
because I have a
can.
lot
Usually
more
it's about
chances of
killing as
DPS.
fast
But
as possible. So usually
in
I'm
this
running
case, I'm trying to level up
my necromancer through this because I have a lot more chances of
spirit born a little
DPS.
more.
But in
So we're
this
gonna go
case,
with
I'm
this.
trying to level up my spirit born a little more. So we're gonna go with this one.
I'm gonna go with the burning hellborn because they will seek me out.
I'm gonna go with the burning hellborn because they will seek me out.
Don't really want to mess with the spires too much because it just takes too long to really kill them. So in this
Don't
case,
really
you
want to mess with
really
the
want to
spires
just
too much because
concentrate
it just
on
takes too
everything
long to
else
really
that's
kill them.
loose.
So in this case, you really want to just concentrate on everything else that's loose.
Okay. Now, are you stalking devil? The butcher shows up in this, which is kind of nice.
Now, are you stalking devil? The
Sometimes
butcher
he can
shows
be a
up in
bitch,
this,
though.
which is kind of nice.
And there he is.
Sometimes he can be a bitch, though.
Wherever the fuck he is. It's like
There he
chaos
is.
here.
Wherever the fuck he is. It's like chaos here.
All right. So I've gone through 10 stages now. I've gained a couple of points that I can add here. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Stages now. I've gained a couple of
Where's this? Guess
points that I can
life.
add here.
And then I'll make my way up to my next board.
And
Now we're going to go fight the 3 bosses.
and then I'll make my way up
And
to
then
my
we've got
next
what?
board.
Almost 400
Now we're gonna go fight the
things
3
now, but we'll
bosses.
get a few more after killing
And
them.
we've got almost 400 things now, but we'll get a few more after killing them.
Takes a little longer with these guys, with the Spiritborn, but like my fucking Necromancer and the minions would just destroy these guys within minutes. Same with my fucking Zork, though.
My fucking Necromancer and the minions would just destroy these guys within minutes. Same with my fucking Sork, though.
And there you have it. So now, ooh, up to unique.
There you have it.
And
So
we have
now-
another guest appearance here.
Up unique. We have another
So
guest appearance.
another
here.
Indarath. But so here the thing is, like almost 400
So
points up here.
another Indarath.
It's going to take
Right, so
200
here
to
the
open
thing
this
is,
up,
like,
which is only one
almost
time open. So
400,
obviously we're going to go ahead and do that.
Points up here.
Now you could
It's gonna
do
take
3 different
200 to
things
open
here.
this up,
Before
which
it was
is
like
only one
4
time open,
options.
so
You can
obviously
do
we're
just
gonna
regular
do that.
legendaries and then uniques or
Now you
whatever.
could do 3 different things. Here. Before, it was, like,
You can do
4
mats,
options. You can do just
which is
regular
like
legendary.
abductite, which I use to upgrade my armor
you
and
can
stuff.
do mats. which
Gem
is like
fragments
abductite,
for
which I
all the
use to
gems,
upgrade my,
and then or you can do money.
my armor and stuff.
And so
Gem fragments.
might do
for all
money
the
because I don't
gems,
have like a
and then-
shit
Or you
ton.
can do
Yeah,
money.
I mean, let's just see what they
So-
give me. Might be not
Might
worth
do
it.
money because I don't have like a shit ton.
So
right
is that
now.
what
I mean,
7? Yeah, so it wasn't like a
let's just see
whole
what they
lot.
give me.
So in the end, I'm probably gonna just go back to doing just my materials because money drops pretty much everywhere. I mean, materials do too.
So in
But
the end, I'm probably gonna just go back to doing.
you could probably get more bang for your buck. You know, like unfortunately, I wish you could split it up. You used to be able to do that, but not so much anymore.
You could probably get more bang for your buck.
Where is this item?
Unfortunately,
I
I wish you
see
could
it.
split it
I
up. You used to
see
be able to do that, but
There it
not
is.
so much.
And we'll just teleport back.
Let's see it. There it is. And we'll just teleport back.
Okay. So I got another Indorant, which is 800. So technically, when I go to weed through this shit,
So I got another which is 800. So
I'll be able to
when I
just
go
kind of
weed
trash
through
this
shit,
because there's no need for it.
I'll be able to just kind of trash
Yeah, there's
this.
another one there. So
There's no need for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use that for materials
Yeah, there's another one there.
because
So
I've got two
I'm gonna go ahead and just
one
use that
GAs
for
here, which is always going to have better stats in general.
I've got two
And then eventually I'll probably just get rid of these
which is
two,
always
unless I
gonna
don't
have
come
better
across the
stats.
dead god that often.
in general.
Prosper I'm going to hold
And
on
then
to,
eventually
although
I'll probably just get rid
I
of
have
these
some
two,
for my other
unless I don't
characters
come
too I
across
got to
the
go
dead
through,
god that
but
often.
ultimately I'll just be
Prosper I'm gonna hold
getting
on to,
uniques
although
and
I have
mythics
some for
with
my other characters
the
too
greater
that I go
affixes to
through,
them,
but
but for now, since
ultimately
I
I'll
don't
just
have
be
a lot of
getting
mythics or
uniques
anything,
and mythics with the greater affixes to them, but
I'm just
for
going to go
now,
trash
since I don't have a lot of
these.
mythics or anything,
Get some materials out of them.
I'm just gonna go trash these.
Don't need no repairs. Now you can see that you can
Some
forge.
materials out of
You
them.
can forge a legendary cast, which will drop
Don't need no repairs,
legendary
but
items
you
are better.
You can forge.
Whoops,
You can
don't want
forge
that.
a legendary cast.
I could actually make up two of these. Now I don't know. It says
legendary items are better. Whoops.
guaranteed to contain a legendary
I
item
could
or
actually
better.
make up two of these. Now I don't know. It says.
So does that mean it's dropping uniques too? Let's
guaranteed
buy
to contain
one
a legendary item or better.
just to see what happens.
So does that mean it's dropping
What is this?
uniques too? Let's buy one. Just to see
Forgotten
what
Soul.
happens.
Okay.
What is this?
So we'll try one. But here you can see
Soul.
the spark. So I have one. Oh, no, I didn't
So we'll
have
try
one.
one.
Did I use
So
it?
here you can see the spark. So I have one. I didn't have one.
Did it fuck me over? No, I have one still. But I need two just to make a mythic, which is not that bad.
I have one still. But I need two.
So let's see what it drops.
A mythic, which is not that bad.
So it doesn't. It only dropped one item, so that's not really worth it for me to do that. I have a bunch of obols, so we can go through here.
One item, so that's not really worth it for me to do that.
Let's see.
I have a bunch of obols, so we can go through here. Let's see.
Let's try helmet.
Let's try helmet.
All right, so I dropped this.
All right, so I dropped this.
I'm not sure why it has this. Oh, okay, it's gonna give me a look. All right, that's fine. So if I just redo that or
why it has this,
send it on its way.
It's gonna give me a look. All right, that's fine. So if I just redo that or send it on its way.
Got nothing there with that.
Nothing there with that.
Okay, so what did it give me here? A razor plate.
Okay, so what did it give me here? A razor plate.
So I'm not sure. Is the razor plate, because that seems to come up a lot for the Spiritborn, is that supposed to be for?
So I'm not sure. Is the razor plate?
It's a multi-class item, but I don't know if it's any good for a Spiritborn. I'll have to look into that, but I don't think it is.
It's a multi-class item,
but I'll hold on to that one for now. But I'll get rid of the other one.
Look into that, but I don't think it is. But I'll hold on to that one for now, but I'll get rid of the other one.
So I'll do this just to get more materials. Although I do need to be careful with my obols because I need these for running the Undercity. So I have to be careful not to blow through them. Otherwise, I won't be able to run through them until I build more up.
Running the Undercity.
But
so I have to be careful not to blow through them. Otherwise,
that is where these come through. I think maybe not.
These come through.
But either way, yeah. So I just wanted to kind of give you all a little bit of a show and show you kind of like what the game's like right now.
Yeah.
I don't stream too much on gaming. I'm not the best gamer in the world, but I do have fun with this particular game. A lot of people don't like it, but
I don't stream too much on
you know, it is what it is. I mean, if Path of Exile comes out and it's still free, I'll try it, sure. Maybe the upgrades they made to make it a little bit more easier to get into than the first one, but I'm not unhappy with Diablo 4. I think their progress is getting better. I mean, they still have a few tweaks and things they have to work on, but overall,
I'm not unhappy with Diablo 4.
Not that bad.
Progress is getting
so
better.
anyway,
a few tweaks and things they have to work on, but overall,
thanks for tuning in and checking it out.
Anyway.
Tell me what if you've been having fun at all in this game this year or this season. Let me know what build you're running, and then
tell me what if you've
check
been
it out
having fun
and
at all
see
in
on the
this
flip
game
side.
this year or this season.
Enjoy
Let me
the
know what
rest
build
of
you're
your
running,
day.
and then,
Peace out.
check it out and see you on the flip side.